It's going to be another Briton on pole. This is a category that the Britons have dominated for the last decade. You've got to go all the way back. There's the whistle. There's the instruction for the drivers to start their formation lap for this next qualifying heat. It's Group C and D in X30 Junior out on track now.
Certainly is. Let's take you through that full starting lineup. Archie Owen and Stig the Rademacher on row number 1. Nicholas Garcia and Elvis Krakowskis round out row number 2. Alex Pineda and Jonathan Landstrom round out row number 3. Daniel Kelleher and Felipe Rice go from row 4, despite the Irishman having a little bit of trouble getting that kart started up as they left the pre-grid there, but he is fired up now and is headed out on to the circuit. Row number 5 sees Tyke Butley from Ireland and Senemunia of Belgium on row number 5. Then you'll have Max Yule and Dragan Tetroja, like you were talking about in that orange livery, on row number 6. Tetroja and George Edgar on row 7. They'll have Man Patel and Scott Riley on row number 8. Zarif Faradin and Jorn Helder go from row number 9.
Riley Cranham's a little bit out of position at the start of this race. Look for him to come through from row number 10. He's joined by his compatriot Ethan Woodward. Vivian Guillonnet starts on row number 11, is joined by Connor Clancy. Toby Gale and Andrea Galimberti go from row number 12. Jaime Del Portillo starts on row 13, is joined by Singapore's Conrad Garrow. Matteo Peruccio, disappointed with qualifying yesterday, goes from row 14, is joined by Finland's Uno Kalari. Nikita Nekashov is very much out of position as well. Starts on row 15, is joined by Portugal's Gabriela Teixeira. Evan Johnston and Noah Nulken go from row number 16. Katrina E and Bernardo Pinto complete the 17th row. Problems, though, for Jaguar de Troja, who will not start.
Well, I was looking at my timing screen and I could see that he wasn't clocking up on track. I thought it was just a timing glitch. It is not. He is walking away. We will have to wait and see that fabulous orange livery he's sporting. But this start is not the one he wanted. The driver from India is out, and that is a huge, huge shame for him. Because he was looking so strong in time qualifying, really good results for the driver from India, but like you say, he's just going to have to wait a little bit longer before he can head out, and he is the only driver representing his nation of India this weekend, and that is a very, very unfortunate start for him. But the race must go on, and it looks like it will go on here as the front looks good for a race start. Are we going green? Yes, we are. It's a lightning start for the front two, but Archie Owen holds on to the race lead as they all whistle their way round turn number 1 for the first time. It's a long run down, 140 meters in towards the braking zone of turn number 2. This time it's not going to be so clean as there are drivers off the track at turn number 2, but the front runners here are looking strong now as they all push themselves up. It's Nicholas Garcia who's got himself up into second place by the looks of it. He's had a brilliant start as they try to fight their way through.
Good use of that inside line from row 2 by Garcia to put himself in a nice position. Will he go for the lead into turn number 7? No, not this time. Archie Owen, a subtle defensive line there into the big braking zone of turn number 7. Driver off towards the back. I think that might have been the 130 of Ethan Woodward. As to the inside is the number 36 of Elvis Krzauskas. Krzauskas takes the position, start on the outside of row number 2 on board the Tony Kart chassis being run by Mole Racing this week. End of the first lap. Archie Owen for BMR is your race leader. Krzauskas P2, Garcia P3, De Rademacher 4th. Good start for Tyke Buckley and Mick Barrett Racing there, up 5 places on that first lap into the top 5 there in 5th.
Yeah, indeed. Nice, strong start then for the field. But look at this side-by-side action here. Garcia again is going to try and go wheel-to-wheel with Krakowskis, and again has managed to get back up ahead. So Krakowskis back down into 3rd place. Stig the Rademacher right there for company. Tyke Butley still there as well. Alex Pineda also part of that battle. It's still very early stages here as this the Rademacher down the inside. He's going to squeeze Krakowskis off the circuit. and he'll tumble down the order here. Dirty tyres, he'll have no traction, and now the whole field's going to try and find their way through here. Now Landstrom's going to try and get through. Sedemonier right there in the 23, also trying to get past, not being able to find the gap though.
This is a proper X30 junior race now. The elbows are out for this group of drivers in groups C and D. End of the second lap. Owen and Garcia breaking away from the rest of the field. Alex Pinheiro in third. This is a look at a replay of how Pinheiro got up to third place in the moment for Kazauskas out wide. Having to be patient there all over that rumble curb on drivers right. Back at the front of the order, Archie Owen feeling the need to be a bit defensive. Garcia's down the inside into turn number 5. Owen fighting to hold in second place there because Alex Pinheiro's on the move. Auto Club RC2 Valladolid very, very quick round this circuit, and good on the brakes is Pinheiro. Down the inside, takes second place.
Yep, certainly does. Nice start then, and again, just now trying to see if he can close in on the likes of the rest, but here, Garcia in control at the front right now, trying to break away. The gap only 0.2 of a second. Wait until they're on that start-finish straight again, though, Andrew, because there will be slipstream heaven here as down the inside. Here comes Buckley, the Mick Barrett Racing team. Great showing from them as they push up now into third place. But there's a bit of a breakaway here now for the top two, as that's as close as you'd like to get through turn number 1. Daniel Kelleher and Landstrom line astern there, trying to go wheel to wheel. Oh, that was a close one.
Yeah, that was a moment away from a bit of a moment, a bigger moment for Daniel Kelleher. Through goes Pinheiro through turn 4, and I think Buckley has stepped through into second place. Yes, Buckley has. Ty Buckley looking really good here. Garcia down to third place. Gap closing in. Alex Pinheiro, as we've seen a couple of times already today, has got to hit it hard now. Has got to break away. Cannot afford to let the drivers behind move back up to his rear bumper and give him a bit of an attack. Landstrom and Rademacher are fighting over 5th place a little bit further back in this train. Riley Cranham also on the move, as I expected, Anthony. Not the kind of performance that Riley Cranham would have wanted. Was very strong in the qualifying phase of the first round Miami Euro here earlier in the year. He's up 10 places now in this first race into P9. There is another move for Stig de Rademacher in the other Fusion Motorsport running in the top 10. That'll be de Rademacher back up to P5.
Well, indeed. Eyes on this one here as, again, Garcia looking to try and get up into second place this time around, just thinking against it. Holding on to third place right now on lap 5 of 7. But now it's 3 karts at the front here. You can see all 5 of them are still very close. Little gap, though, between the 2 of them just gives Archie Owen that little bit more breathing space, but he's going to lose out on that breathing space because down the inside goes Stig de Rademacher. He will lose it on the exit, and Archie Owen get back through. But look at the gap that's opened up now. As soon as they were with that trio, they've lost all hope of sticking with them now, as they will break away unless they start to fight, which, judging how we're seeing these racing lines form, I suspect we might see another lead change here at the end of this lap, maybe going in towards turn number 2. Here comes Buckley then. He's got the slipstream, he's got the toe. He gives the hand gesture there to say, right, I'll just keep following you, I'll keep pushing through. But is he telling a porky pie there, or is he going to go for it? No, he's telling the truth. He's going to stay there behind, holds on to second place.
Good work there from Buckley, not feeling the need to go for the move. I think he's just going to take this lap to assess the situation, assess how quick Garcia's pace is. For example, good pace from Riley Cranham, 1 minute 4.6 in race trim. That's a pretty useful bit of speed for Cranham's. Now back up to 8th place. Buckley lost a little bit of time there out of turn number 6 through the hairpin of 7. De Rademacher and Owen aren't out of this as well. They're just holding there, about 4/10 back. Pinheiro, this is a good lap from Pinheiro. He's now putting Buckley in a position where he's got to think more about defence than attack and holding on to this second place. I've been impressed with Alex Pinheiro around this circuit so far this race week. We're about to go on to the final lap. Is it going to be a heat win for one of the home favourites? The gap over the line is 0.3 of a second. Buckley in a really tricky position here, both wanting to attack but also keep track position ahead of Garcia. Alex Pinheiro.
It certainly is, and that gap's opened up a little bit here because Buckley is on that little bit of a defensive line there because he knows he's not close enough for that attacking maneuver here, but again, looks to the inside just to cover off any charge from Garcia, who's going to stay there in third place. This will allow Stick the Radiomaker to close in just that little bit more. Archie Owen still there as well in the top 5. Once again, another defensive line for Buckley. He just wants to hold on to second place just here. He's had a really, really strong race, has the Mick Barrett Racing driver from Ireland, up 8 places in this race. He wants to hold on to it, and it's keeping Pinheiro there in the race lead. Superb stuff from the field as Toby Gale, unfortunately, on that last lap is going to pick up an in-race 5-second time penalty, which will be undisputable. Here, though, side by side, 4P4 and 3. Stick the Radiomaker just claims third place, but it's going to be Alex Pinheiro claiming his first win of the weekend. The Spaniard delivering a strong result then here in Zuera ahead of Ty Buckley. Stick the Radiomaker just claims third place from Nicholas Garcia, who finishes in P4. Archie Owen from Jonathan Landstrom in P6. Riley Cranham, you were speaking about him earlier, Andrew, 12 places gained. Superb drive there into P7. Daniel Kelleher not having the result there, 8th place, but still inside that top 10 ahead of Jorn Helde, who also had a superb race. There was the side-by-side finish. Stick the Radiomaker just to the line, gets it. Nothing between the two of them, absolutely nothing, and that's what we like about the Zuela circuit, because the start-finish line is not just out of the final corner. It's a long run down that start-finish straight, which means if you've got a run, go for it, and it's one of the tracks where you do not want to celebrate too early.
I say it was still one of my moments of the year when we were here for the X30 Junior final for that opening round of the Miami Euro Series, which changed very much like that in the last couple of meters. Adds to the spice in X30 Junior here this weekend. There is your provisional results, second half of it. Connor Clancy, Mayan Patel, Saria Fahrudin, Johan Jerkan and Vivian Grione all in the top 20. Garo Kalari in the top 25 as well. George Edgar, a bit of a disappointing result there for George Edgar ahead of Del Portillo and Peruccio. Nolken, E, Teixeira, Johnston, Pinto, Woodward,